Okay, Scott, and this is Marcia Goodman Hinnershitz. I'm part of the committee too.
Hello.
How you doing?
Scott, this is Scott Marmero, Chairman of the committee.
Nice to meet you.
Could you read me?
I can hear you.
Okay.
Are you going to start, Scott?
Everybody ready?
We're
Yes,
ready.
we are.
Okay. Again, Scott, welcome. This will be very informal. There's certain things we question you about, and you have an opportunity to respond and back with your own comments and everything else. Can you tell us what you think the purpose of the library board is?
Well, I think the purpose of the library board would be to kind of help the library kind of cast a vision, help support that vision, and do like a reach out for the community. So I kind of see it as like an advisory board.
Well, it's more than an advisory board, but there's so much involved. People don't really realize the library board is one of the most important boards in our city. Right now, with the diversity that's going on, the library is the main area where people can go and get knowledge of what's to be done in the city or what we do in the city or how we operate in the city. And I think it's very important that we have people in there that understand this and make the facility available for these people. What do you think?
No, I agree with that. I do a lot with the library, particularly with my kids.
That's what I mean.
So, I mean, we've attended upstairs. I've taken some to the teen lounge, but with my 3 daughters, we usually go up and they have like, usually around 4 p.m., they'll have like science things, art things for them to do. So we do participate in stuff like that. I also know the library has a good, like, community discussions, but they're usually during the day, so I haven't been able to, like, attend some of those. So, I mean, I do agree with that, and I've seen it, but most of my interaction with the library has been really through my children and taking them to some of their programs.
Mm-hmm. Scott, you know, the board currently meets on the third Monday of each month at 4 o'clock. Will you be able to regularly attend these meetings?
Yes.
No problem. You're up, Marcia.
Yeah, and you brought an interesting perspective to this, Scott, because you're using the library with your family. What would you see your vision for the library moving ahead, let's say in the next 5 years, things that they could be doing that would be better meeting the needs of the community?
Oh, I think one of the most important things is having the community understand what the library can do. I think people still have their old ideas of a library. That's a place where you just go and you check out books.
Right.
I mean, even me going there, I'm always learning new programs that the library has. But I think one of the important things is making sure the community understands that the resources of the library, I mean, whether it's internet access, and I also know that they have some kind of meeting rooms there now.
Mm-hmm.
And they're able to, you know, hold meetings, especially if you're like, I don't know, an upcoming entrepreneur or a place or something like that, and you need to have like a space to meet the clients and stuff. So just letting the community know the resources that it does have, and then being able to respond to the needs that are coming within the next 5 years, that's how I respond to that.
Yeah, that's a very good point. And I don't know whether you're aware that the library did receive an award for being an outstanding library in the country.
Yes. Actually, I saw it in the Reading Eagle, but this was a little while ago, right?
Yes.
Yeah, this was a while ago, yeah. But I think you're right. There does need to be a way of getting the word out to all different communities within the city about how you can better use the library resources.
And again, the library isn't just for the citizens of Reading.
Right.
It's an open, let's call it it's an open helping hand for all the people in the county and in the city. I believe we have as many people from the county coming in and utilizing our facilities as the people of the city.
Yeah, I mean, and I know I've been to the library in Exeter. One time I took the kids there. The one over in, was that by the Dunn Center? That's the Exeter library, correct? So, I mean, so I do know that it is a county system.
Yeah, and actually the library as it exists now came out of an agreement with the county.
Right.
It's part of the county library system. And that's an issue for the board may want to be addressing in the future, is there's been no increase in the county allocation to the Reading Public Library.
We keep bringing that up every year.
Yeah.
Anyone else?
So Scott, I had the privilege and honor of serving on the Reading Public Library Board. I did so maybe for about 3 years, and they're a pretty dynamic board and very creative in terms of their fundraising efforts. Now, as we continue to struggle with like budget and funding, you know, as Strat mentioned, always every year advocating so that the county could give more money to the library. Any ideas? Do you have any ideas of what else we can do to generate some type of revenue or funding to keep supporting our library buildings and functions?
Well, one of the ideas I would have, and I don't know what you currently do as far as reaching out to the businesses within the county and seeing how they can support the vision of the library. I know I went to the Cocktails and Classics last year, and that seems like a really good fundraiser. Not to mention it's a good place to kind of see what the library is doing. But like just you just talked about, the library outside of the city of Reading, finding partners even within those communities to be able to support that particular branch, depending on their needs. So I don't know if you guys looked at that. That's an idea I would have.
Here's a thought I had. Since it's being utilized, not just by the city, but the entire county, I don't think there would be a problem. This may shake some people up. Having some sort of small tax, county tax, that would go towards the funding for the library. I know we're talking about a library tax in the city, but why is it just for the city? Since the county hasn't been contributing their fair share, maybe this would be a way that everybody would have to pay. Your thoughts, please.
I know that I would support a county tax on the library. I know it's not a utility, but I think due to its importance and the fact that it helps everybody in the community and everybody, if they so choose, it's like a public option. And anybody can go in there and use their resources. And I think just because of the importance of it, I would definitely support a tax or the county tax on it. It's a community resource, and I think the community should
be responsible.
Yes, be responsible for it. And everybody can use it. There's no restrictions on it. So
no.
It's not how would you put it? One of those what's the type of tax, like a user tax, like for the roads or something? Given the fact that everybody can use it. Yeah, given the fact that everybody can use the library, I would support a county tax. I would do that.
You know, there's libraries in the county, there's a few of them, where you have to pay a membership fee to be utilizing their facilities.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah, well, I would rather have a tax than a membership fee, because I think that a membership fee would exclude people.
That's true. Too.
And I think the public library should be free for all, regardless of their ability to pay. And that's why I would say a tax would be justified. A membership fee, I think, you'd be excluding people. And that's why I would kind of stick away from the membership fee. I would rather, I mean, I know taxes aren't, people don't like that, but given to the library, I think it would be justified if the community pays. So.
Well, anyone else have anything?
I don't know what. Sorry, go ahead, Marcia.
No, you can go, Johanny, because I just want to have a closing question then.
Scott, did we hear why you're interested in being part of the library board?
Yeah, I'm interested in being part of the library board because of the role it does play in the community, and the fact that I've been for years now taking my kids to the library. I mean, we've been going, like I said, I've mostly been upstairs, and I just see the value of it, and that's why that's why I applied for, the library board. So hopefully, whatever skills I have, whatever resources I can bring, as soon as helping out, that's what I would want to do.
Marcia, your last question?
Yeah, I actually wanted to know whether you had any questions for us at all.
Well, today I did get something from LinkedIn, and she kind of told me what the board of trustees do. The only problem is when I tried to open it, it was kind of coded. So she sent it to me today, and I was hoping to uncode it. That's where I was going to get my questions from, because she kind of laid out, what's to be done and what the expectations are. But I wasn't able to open it.
Shelley, did you
So
have
I guess the only question I would have is, those who served on the board, what do they think the best part of serving on the board is? And is the environment, as far as who the board members are, is it a good working relationship? Is it a little toxic?
So, my experience, I think that is, the library board is one of those that I think is the best organized. I know when you come in, they use it, and I don't know if it's changed, because it's been quite some time, but I remember they had like all board members fill out a form to kind of like identify board members' strengths, so that, and then you can participate based on your strengths on certain committee. And then every committee has a different responsibility as it relates to the library, whether if it's finance, whether if it's facilities maintenance, whether if it's fundraising efforts. So they're very well organized, and it's a nice diverse board in terms of work background and experiences. And it's definitely, at least from my experience, a group of people that are very genuine, caring, and want to see this library, be part of like our future movement, despite technology taking over, and the virtual world taking over. I also appreciate, before I left, that they understood that the Latino community in particular wasn't necessarily being outreached to, because they have an array of like Spanish specific materials that barely were taken out. And so the board was adamant about fundraising and gathering money to create a position for a Latino outreach person. And that's Daniel Egusquiza. And ever since he came over to the library, he's definitely brought the library on out of its walls, out into the street with drama, performance. So they've taken it to a whole new another level. So they're an amazing board is what I'm trying to say. And again, they're very genuine. So you will fit right in, Scott. And I think it will continue to progress into the future.
Anyone else? Okay. Scott, you'll be notified in regards to our findings. And that'll be in about a week or so. Is that correct, Shelley?
Yes.
And I'll give you an early welcome. How's that?
And thank you for
Well, I
stepping up,
appreciate-
Scott.
What's that?
Oh, and I appreciate you guys giving me an opportunity to serve on the board.
And Scott, pass on to people that you know that we have quite a few openings on a lot of our boards, authorities, and commissions, and we really want to have more citizen involvement.
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay. Next.
Thank you, Scott. Have a
Thank
good
you.
night.
Good night.
Thank you.
He was the only interview scheduled for today.
Oh, awesome.
Okay.
So Johanny, I smell things good coming over your telephone call.
Do you?
Yeah. I'm just teasing.
I'm going to sign off, Shelley, and I'll be back.
Okay.
Okay, 5
We'll do the
o'clock.
same.
Okay.